Ah, I didn't get a 3 second countdown, so hopefully we're all good to go. Welcome back to our Friday 5 in 5. The first thing I'm going to talk about is a couple of little resources to allow us to test our ability to identify whether or not an email is phishing. And the first one, I'll put the link below. It's a Google one, and let me just hide this. And we're going to take the quiz, and you put a fake name in there. Let's put Simon in there and an email address. I know, change your email address. It doesn't matter. It's a fake email address, fake name. And what it does, it gives you a series of 10 emails on the screen, and you're supposed to identify whether or not it's phishing or legitimate. So let's just have a little look at this one from Luke Johnson. I'm just going to mouse over there so I can see from that URL that I think that that is phishing. Correct. And then it shows you why it is, and it goes through little steps to and identifies the reasons why. And they're up to 10 questions. And I learned a lot from going through this in terms of what to spot and little things, because they're getting really, really good at these phishing emails now. So I do highly recommend you have a little go at that. It doesn't take very long to go through those 10 questions. Another one is this is a good one because it creates like a fake inbox, and you go through these emails and you have a look at the emails, and you can mouse over the same sort of thing again. That definitely looks like it is phishing to me, and it gives you the ability, I think that one's safe, and it gives you a score based upon your ability to be able to filter those as phishing or not. Again, I'll put the link in the description below. The more we practice these things, I think the better we will get at identifying whether or not it's phishing. Next for me is something called Newsguard. I'm just going to check my time. Yep, no problem, 2 minutes in. Newsguard is, if we go to the partner homepage, Stephen and the team have purchased a piece of software for you to be able to increase your ability to know that a source of information or news actually is credible. So if you go to Learning and Partner Library, on the Partner Library you'll see it's got this thing down here called Newsguard. You click on the link for Newsguard and you can install it into your browser as a little extension. It'll ask you for a redeem code. You click on that and you get it for, well, it's not for free, but all staff and students can access it. So how does it work? So when I search for something, so here you can see I've been search for UK storms. Let's do 2024. What it will do, it will give you, can you see if I mouse over here, it gives me a credibility score based upon independent reviews on its transparency and things like this, and you can scroll through, you can see whether or not these websites are credible or not. A really useful tool, I think, in terms of determining our information literacy. Again, install it, have a play around with it, and role model it with your students. Next for me is a little tool here that I've been playing around with, and I do recommend it if you want to actually have a look at some of the more sort of like frontier models of AI. Let me just make this page a little bit bigger. Then you can try these things for free. So if you click on chat, you have access to all of the frontier models. So ChatGPT 4.0, you don't have to pay for it. This site is free. You can sign in to keep a history of your chats, but when you click on it, it basically says, so I can now start to use or interact with a ChatGPT 4.0 model. Again, please don't put any sensitive information in there, but it gives you the ability to be able to, in just one site, be able to look at all of the things that we can use to generate images, or if we want to generate video, code, academic, there's proofreading, all of these different things all in one site. And then you, if you like one, you can then add it to your tools and away you go. But to do that, you have to sign in. It's 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So is there anything else? So I looked at that, looked at Newsguard. Oh, very briefly, inside Teams now, when you create an assignment, let me go into my Teams here. You can now add in your assignments these learning accelerators. So create learning accelerators, and there is reading progress. And reading progress now is available in I think, was it 81 languages? Yeah, 81 different languages. So I'll put a link to the description so that you can scroll through here and watch a little video on how to use it. It is very, very powerful. I've started to use it with my students, and they are loving it. So take care, everybody. Bye bye.